I have some good news for you today. And that is, you can rewire your brain and be great in your own right if you really want to. Your brain will look different on the inside when you go home tonight than what it looked like before you came here this afternoon. Alcatraz is a famous island prison. It is completely isolated from the outside world with no sound and no light. One of the prisoners, named Luke, said that his eyes and ears were completely starved of sensory input, including vision and acoustics, but his mind didn't abandon the notion of an outside world. So I'm going to take you through the intricate tapestry of neuroscience in order to investigate how we can become great in our own right. Neuroplasticity is a biological process whereby the brain's activity and responses to stimuli influence the strength or weakness of specific synapse to sinus connections or even grow new connections. It enables the brain to continue growing and adapting to different circumstances by creating new neurons and building new networks through a process called neurogenesis. Our brains are undergoing equally monumental changes, and these changes color how we behave and react to the world around us. The architecture of neurons, the blueprint of neural networks, and the positions of molecules shape your identity and stimulate your thoughts cognitively and linguistically. Each neuron participates in different constellations on different occasions. Your neurons operate in a dynamic matrix of forming social interactions and relationships with people, including the involvement of positive traits like conscientiousness and purpose in life. As a neuro leader, I greatly believe that to become an inspired role model, a person must have an adaptable mindset, learn effectively from others, accept failures, seek new challenges, as well as observe constraints as opportunities. Interestingly, inspired leaders are also characterized by social awareness, which is the mainstay of understanding individuals' perspectives by practicing empathy, which means being able to put in other people's shoes. Seek stories, see the world through their eyes and sense their emotions. Our brain responds to people involuntarily and automatically. So if you see someone socially excluded from a group, then you must infer that social pain will activate the same brain regions as the physical pain. And this phenomenon in the brain is referred to as mirror neurons. Mirror neurons modulate their activity when a particular individual performs a motor act and when they observe the same or similar act performed by another individual. Mirror neurons are very important in inspirational leadership by becoming gregarious, sociable, as well as contextualizing actions and body language. The intricate tapestry of neuroscience is vast and spectacular, and there are some neural pathways that can help leaders encourage their teams to band together and build a general consensus that everyone agrees upon, despite the ultra-competitive spirits and hardships, whether they are physical, mental, or spiritual. For example, dopamine is a key factor in wanting. It is located in the prefrontal cortex and is significant for learning, decision-making, and responding to salient rewards or punishments. Goals must have salience. Salient goals are those that are considered to be noticeable and relevant to the current situation. So if you really want to consistently achieve academic or career goals repeatedly, this is the key word, repeatedly, Scientific research proves that optimal levels of dopamine and norepinephrine can maintain motivation and determine resilience. Politically speaking, inspired leaders do not apply the principle of carrots and sticks, also known as internal or external incentives, or rewards and punishments, to motivate followers. They motivate plenty of people, including impressionable youth, by sharing their vision, as well as taking their receptive goal orientation, by embracing challenges as opportunities. Why? For growth and development. And this approach is a stepping stone to improve the overall cognitive repertoire, such as sustained and selective attention, visual perception, short and long-term memory, as well as inductive and deductive reasoning skills. One of my instructors is deeply passionate about neural heterogeneity, and he proposes reading about a fundamental concept that sheds light on the self-organization of adaptive systems. It is referred to as the free energy principle. And the interface between these systems is called a Markov blanket. I will simplify the physical terms of the free energy principle. It basically elucidates how the neural networks minimize energy or entropy and are optimized for efficiency and accuracy by making predictions based on the internal model and updating them using either sensory input or past experiences. Well, I think that you are currently wondering what is the relationship, or if there is a solid interconnectedness between the free energy principle and inspirational leadership. Well, there is, and I can even draw some intriguing parallels to leadership. By implementing the free energy principle, inspired role models can adapt strategically based on new information, anticipate consequences, and seek feedback. Now, I'm really interested to share with you some stories of inspired leaders who didn't only motivate a nation, but a broad spectrum of society, breaking through geographical and demographic barriers. His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan is honored for his mindful leadership and intercultural ability to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion in words and actions throughout his life. His political thought and social philosophy led to bridging the gap in developing countries, and the polyvalence of Bedouins and city dwellers at that time allowed them to seamlessly adapt to diverse roles and responsibilities in the dynamic socio-cultural landscape. He had different situations ranging from extreme poverty to disagreements and moral dilemmas with the utmost care by investing in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Sheikh Zayed effectively stimulated the neural pathways, much like the creation of new connections in the brain. In the neural realm, the mirror neurons played a pivotal role in Martin Luther King Jr.'s ability to connect with the masses. And these neurons facilitated a collective resonance with his message, "I have a dream." I say to you today, my friends, that in spite of the difficulties and frustrations of the moment, I still have a dream. We will not be satisfied until justice rolls out like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. As he passionately shared his dream on August 28, 1963, the mirror neurons of thousands reflected the hope and the aspiration. People from across the country descended on the nation's capital to hear the words immortalized by history. Martin Luther King Jr. was able to inspire a country not just for the good of a minority, but for the good of everyone. The trust and common bond fueled a movement to change, regardless of skin color. Martin Luther King Jr. said he had a dream, and he inspired people to make his dream their own. As inspired leaders, Jobs and Wozniak exemplified the social nature of the brain. Their visionary approach went beyond conventional thinking, challenging industries such as computing, electronics, music, and entertainment. They understood the importance of forging strong connections with people, building social hierarchies, as well as harnessing the power of neuroplasticity. Why? In order to develop growth mindsets or the fixed mindsets within their team. The Apple narrative is a testament to the neuroscientific principles embedded in effective leadership. Jobs, in particular, didn't micromanage the details of each groundbreaking product. Instead, he provided a higher purpose and a filter for innovation. The transformation from Apple Computer Incorporation to Apple Incorporation wasn't just a practical shift, but a philosophical one, reflective of their commitment to limitless thinking. It is really important to keep in mind that effective leadership is not only involved in making big actions in order to leave an indelible impact on societies. It also revolves around daily interactions, fixing paradoxical situations, orchestrating foundational principles, creating an environment where everyone feels respected and empowered, as well as consolidating precious memories and serene negotiations or conversations. Your unconscious brain has been working on synthesizing thousands of ideas for hours, days, months, or even years before the idea rises to your awareness and you declare, oh, I just thought of something that can massively impact generations. Why is it? The modern neuroscientist David Eagleman summarizes it in one sentence. Who you are depends on what your neurons are up to, moment by moment. Your identity is a moving target. It never reaches an endpoint. Thank you.